Alright, real talk for a second. How many of you grew up playing Stickman games? Like random Flash games at school, random PC games, other mobile games, or the more classic Stickman animations that you literally see everywhere? Well, today, the classic Stickman vibe is back. And this time with a full 3D MMORPG, which you guys know I love that genre, and it actually surprised me having much more depth than I initially expected. I want to take a second and thank Stickman Go for sponsoring today's video, and I urge all of you to download the game with my link in the description. It's going to give you massive amounts of rewards that I'll share with you later on in the video. Stickman Go is launching on January 22nd. Now, I did mention that this is one of the games that has so much depth. An MMORPG is not just a surface style game. There's so much that's under the covers, but on top of that, you also have idle mechanics here that allow you to continuously grind even when offline, which is something that me, a busy gamer, likes because I can gain strength while I'm not even there. So what is this? It's a new generation Stickman idle adventure MMORPG. Essentially, you're gonna explore a massive 3D fantasy world where you can run dungeons, build teams, summon champions, and yes, you can literally progress while you're offline like we just mentioned. And if you use my link in the description and download the game right now, you get some insane rewards. Let me share with you here. You're gonna get 5,000 free summons just for logging in. You're gonna get an SSSR Red Dragon mount. You'll get exclusive avatar frames and titles and a Stickman cosmetic outfit. Actually, more than one. I'm also gonna go on top of that and give you guys some gift codes. How about Echo 666 and Echo 888? Those are down in the description as well for you. So if you want to play alongside of me and be a beast like I am inside of the game, download the game and jump in right now. Plus, it supports my channel, so I appreciate you guys. So when you start the game, you are going to be choosing between 4 base classes, and each one plays out very differently. You have a swordsman, which is like a barbarian style character. You're tanky, up in the front line, super forgiving. You could take a lot of damage, but you also deal a lot of damage as well. You have your mage, which is like a wizard style class, big AoE, flashy skills, melts mobs. It's a satisfying class to play. You have the ranger, which is fast attacking, range DPS, good for kiting enemies. And you have the dancer, a more of a support style Buffy with utility style class that is really strong when you're playing in teams. And of course, you can customize your Stickman to look the way that you want from the start of the game, and then all the cosmetic options from inside of the game. And naturally, I went as the tankiest character possible, which was the swordsman, because I am basically a barbarian. Let's talk about some gameplay and what the core gameplay loop is like inside of the game. And I think this is where Stickman Go really nails the balance. When you're busy working, editing, touching grass, the game plays itself. So you're able to earn XP, gold, gear, materials, everything while you're doing other stuff, because who has time to play games 24/7? I know I don't. Then you can switch to manual gameplay, so when you're actually free and you can jump into full-time MMORPG gameplay, you can play on manual. Dungeon bosses, gears, farming, team comps, all of it. It's all at your fingertips to manually bust through. So it doesn't feel like one of those games that you have to know life or else you're left behind. You could actually be someone that has just a little bit of time per day and keep up with the crowd and still be competitive inside of the game, which is really rewarding in my opinion. Let's talk about dungeons and how they have such high drop rates, which is really cool. You're not wasting your time inside of dungeons and not earning good rewards for doing it. Your time spent there is good. So that is worth emphasizing. The drop rates are actually wild inside of the game. So golden gear drops right away. Rare material drops constantly. You're not going to be doing 50 dungeon runs hoping for one upgrade, which happens in so many other MMOs and action RPGs. It's very much like play the game and get rewarded for playing the game with awesome drops. And because there's a free trading system, you could literally make a currency just by farming and selling gear. So if you don't get the gear you want, you have the currency to buy the gear you want, which is awesome. For an idle MMO, this is huge. Now let's talk about companions, like pets and things like that inside of the game, because it's where those 5,000 free summons that we discussed earlier, that's where they drop in. You can summon legendary characters like Archangel, Sun Wukong, Mermaid, and more. And like we said, we gave you 5,000 of these summons, guys. You're gonna get some good stuff. As you can see, you're gonna summon some really great companions, and I hope that your pulls are as good as mine were. or maybe even better. I guess we'll find out. Now, equipment and progression systems. This is actually deeper than you would expect from a Stickman game. You've got one-tap upgrades, refining, gem sockets, set bonuses, so casual players can just auto-equip everything and chill, which is what I initially did. But if you're more hardcore, there's plenty to min-max, so you could really make those builds perfect for what you have. So essentially what I recommend doing when you're learning the game, just auto-equip and let the game choose what's best. But then when you start to learn, you could refine and fine-tune your builds and make something that's just sweet. Now, let's be honest, the mounts inside of the game, they're just fun. I'm always looking to just jump onto the biggest, baddest looking mount that makes me look like a beast when I'm going through the game. You get pets that evolve and transform, and mounts like this SSSR Red Dragon, well, they are ones that, when I see it, I get excited. I'm like, yeah, that's what I want to rock. You got wings, outfits, visual effects, all of these, and they're actually free and unlocked throughout the game. So you could really customize your character quite a bit. Now, this isn't a solo game either. You've got builds, world bosses, party dungeons, and you have guild wars. So yeah, PvP and stuff like that is really cool. And remember, Stickman Go is launching on January 22nd. So when you download the game, feel free to find me or a bunch of other friends that you may have that are already playing, team up, and dive into these events together. All right, so a quick recap right here. When you log in, because you're using my download link down below, you're getting 5,000 free summons, the SSSR Red Dragon mount, exclusive titles, avatar frames, and cosmetics. And on top of that, again, I'm giving you 2 specific exclusive codes, Echo666 and Echo888, which are going to give you even more rewards, and it's gonna make everyone happy, saying, Echo, you did a good job, man, and you brought us a lot of players into the game, and we're really thriving now. And don't forget to redeem the pre-registration rewards by going to social, game benefits, and entering code STMGO. If you're looking for an MMO that you can really play casually, but dive into for those higher level moments as well, without having to worry about falling behind players that may be playing more than you, this one is definitely worth checking out. I personally have been having a lot of fun playing the game, and I think that you guys would enjoy it as well, especially if you like the genre and maybe you're a little bit limited on time. So use the download link in the description of this video that directly supports my channel and gives you insane amounts of rewards for doing so. Thanks again to Stickman Go for sponsoring today's video, and I'll see all of you guys inside of the game. Go get that SSSR Red Dragon mount now.